This house looks like any other in this quiet North York neighborhood. But some of the families of international students who've lived here say looks can be deceiving. The homeowner, Fiona Liu, runs a homestay hosting Chinese teens who've come to Toronto to study. Several parents of those students are accusing her of taking advantage of them, including the mother of Angel An. The 15-year-old moved here from Beijing to attend high school in the fall of 2018. Li Mei says she told Liu she didn't want her daughter living with boys. She didn't want dogs in the house either because her daughter's allergic. Li showed CBC News the contract with the homeowner which stipulated no pets. She says Liu also agreed there'd be no boys. But a month after Angel started school, a male student moved in and the host brought home 2 dogs. Li says her daughter's allergies flared up and says Angel quit from the stress and moved back to China 4 months before her rental contract was up. Li says she really regrets choosing that homestay. CBC News spoke with 6 other families who had similar experiences with Liu and her daughter, Tiff Lei, who hosted international students at this house in Burnaby, BC.
She gave us all expired some food.
Oswald Lee says he lived with Lei for 6 months before moving out.
She was enjoying her some kind of like steaks or something like apat with her husband.
He and other students who lived in the home told CBC News they were sent photos of the nutritious food they would be provided, but the meals they were actually served were leftovers or bad quality. The director of a settlement agency in China who helped Li find a place in Burnaby says several of the students he placed with Fiona Liu and her daughter were told the home was a 5 to 15-minute walk from their schools. When they arrived, they found out that walk was more than an hour.
I feel angry. Really angry because they lied to me. And right now, the students is really young. And they lied to them.
On multiple occasions, I've tried to get in contact with the homeowners, including Fiona, who lives in this house here. I've called, I've texted, left messages, as well as emails, but no response. So today, we're going to try and see if anyone's home. No one answers, but we caught up with a student who said one of her roommates has run into issues.
Every homestay, every chamber should have a room, but his room was covered by a carpet.
There's no door.
There's no door.
On another occasion, a man students say is Liu's husband refused to identify himself nor confirm whether Liu or any international students lived there. But when asked about the quality of the food, he said, "There's no way you can eat seafood every day." All the students CBC Toronto spoke with moved out early because of the conditions. They say the mother-daughter hosts did not honor their promises or contracts. The families have demanded some of their rent and deposits back, totaling more than $40,000, but have yet to receive any refund.
Lisa joins us now with more on this. So Lisa, how can these families get their money back? Is there an organization or anyone they can complain to?
Well, Dwight, the problem is there's little regulation. When an international student comes to Canada and is underage, they have 2 points of contact, a homestay provider and a custodian who is legally responsible for the student. But there's no formal way to complain to the federal government if a student is having a bad experience with either a custodian or a homestay.
Okay, so what about trying then to take maybe legal action? Could they sue?
Well, these families technically could, but remember, they're in China and only their children are here. So it makes navigating the legal system very difficult. And some of the families I spoke with are considering it, but they say they're really sharing their stories largely so what happened to them doesn't happen to anyone else.
Sending a warning. Thank you, Lisa.